The reason URL is really blocking this battle or card, the reason why they really blocked it.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Is because they got word that it was supported by Remy.
Hold up, Chris. Hold up, Chris Unbiased. You telling me, bruh? You telling me, bruh, that Remy Ma is potentially behind Eazy'S The Trenches Gutta City card, which is one of the reasons that URL decided to Matumbo 3 out of the 5 battles, bro? Chris, you dropping this type of bomb on the battle rap community, bro, and I haven't heard or seen not one blog pop out from it, bro. All this discussion about URL versus Eazy the Block Captain, URL blocking battles, bro. Chris just dropped a blog, bro, yesterday, and drops a bomb on the battle rap community. I don't hear anybody talking about it. So allow me. Let's talk about it. Wait, hold up, Chris. You starting trouble over there, bruh? You starting some ish over there? My man Chris, bruh, just opened up a can of worms, bruh. Just opened up another can of worms, bruh. In this blog that Chris Unbiased dropped just yesterday. I don't know if enough people understood what he was talking about or if enough people watched the entirety of the blog to get to the part that I'm about to talk about now. But Chris Unbiased puts out there, bruh, into the universe, and I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know what to think about this just yet, but we're going to talk through it. He says that the URL really blocked these battles. The real reason URL blocked these battles was because allegedly they feel or they think or they believe over at URL that Remy Ma is actually behind the card, bruh. The real reason, as far as what Chris is telling us, is that URL really blocked these battles because Remy Ma is behind the card. And Remy Ma, if these allegations are true, and if these things are true, I don't know if it's true or false, but this is what Chris is talking about. If this is true, that means that this is more so a war between Remy Ma and URL as well as Eazy. Because one of Remy Ma's things when she came into this battle rap thing, right, it was about the females. It was about the females. I remember this myself. Whenever Remy Ma would go on an interview, right, talking about battle rap and blah, 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 her thing was females aren't getting paid the same. The men are getting paid significantly more than the women, blase blah. Remy Ma's whole shtick, right, before doing or coming into battle rap for at least the first year or so was focusing on the females. If it is in fact true that Remy Ma is behind the trenches, Gutta City, the trenches, that would mean that Remy Ma is dipping her fingers or dipping her or trying to get into the same lane as the URL. But initially, URL thought that Remy Ma was going to be female oriented and female focused. So if Remy Ma is in fact trying to get into that lane, I don't know how true this is. This is what Chris Unbiased is telling. This is what he's telling us, bruh. And right now, honestly, I think a lot of what Chris says is valid. Here's why. Chris was the first person to put out there that these battles were going to be blocked. The first person to put out there that these battles was going to be blocked. He lets us know in a blog that he doesn't just say that. He's talking to people. He's dropping that information, having already spoken to people. So that being the case, right, and then it becoming true in the next couple of days, battlers being blocked from the card, exactly like Chris said, I listen and I hear this and I'm like, wait a second. Somebody's talking to Chris, bro. Somebody's telling him these things. I don't know who specifically it might be, but people over at the URL feel as if though this is not just an easy card, or it's not just an easy situation. It is in fact a situation, bro, that Remy Ma might in fact be behind. And it's crazy because taking that into consideration, right? Taking that into consideration, if this is in fact true, URL would be 100% in their right to have done what they did with those battlers. They're 100% in the right. Think about this. Remy is an established battle rap league, an established battle rap platform, an established competitor to URL at this point. An established competitor to URL at this point. Had it just been easy and an actual easy card, it's possible that the URL might have let that fly, according to what Chris is telling us. But because the URL feels or thinks that Remy Ma is involved in a situation, it cannot fly at all. Because not only does this mean that Remy Ma is trying to get into the lane of male battle rap, which is dominated by URL pretty much, but it also means that if this is true and Remy Ma is behind the trenches, Gutta City, there's some sneaky stuff that could be potentially going on. There's some sneaky stuff that could potentially be going on if this is true. And again, I'm taking it with a grain of salt right now, what Chris is telling us. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But we all know how the politics in battle rap is. As far as right now, we know how dirty this game is, bruh. We know these things. So again, Chris Unbiased drops the bombshell, bro, and lets us know that the URL really blocked this battle, or this card, because they felt or they thought that Remy Ma, or they think that Remy Ma is behind the situation, bro. This is absolutely 100% wild. This is not something that I wouldn't expect for Chris Unbiased to put out there if there isn't any validity to it. If there isn't anything valid to it, I would not expect for Chris to put that information out there. So now that he did put this information out there, I'm looking at the situation a little bit differently. Now that this information, yo, just imagine yourselves, bro, if this is true. Is URL wrong at all for having done what they did? If Remy Ma really is or really was trying to book and make these things happen behind the scenes without being known that it was Remy Ma, is that really, yo, I need to know what y'all think about this situation, bro. I need to know what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all think that Remy Ma is behind Gutta City's The Trenches card, bro? Do y'all think Remy Ma is the sponsor or the person who's putting up the funds or the money to make this situation happen? Because the URL seems to think that she does. This just got even more interesting than it was initially when URL Matumbo'd those 3 battles, bruh. This just got a whole hell of a lot more interesting. Let me know what y'all think, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.